How's it going? I'm sorry, I taking off my shield so you can hear me a little bit better. This is Roshan with the Pure Justice Organization, talking to Caillou here, and we're talking about voting. And we want to know, Caillou, are you going to vote this upcoming November?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, and why are you voting this November?
Because it's my right. Definitely got to make our voice heard and make that change that we want to make. So, and that's the perfect way to do it, is by voting.
Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, out of all the elections that you ever voted in, how much more important is this election, if any, in comparison to any other election you ever voted in?
I mean, every election, not only just on the on the national level, on the state level, is important too as well. So, I would say this top two as far as my national voting that I've been a part of. So I'll say part two.
Thank you, guys.
That's good stuff. What's up, guys? This is Greg with Pure Justice, and we have Mr. O'Ray with us today. We want to ask him a few questions about where he is in terms of voting this November election. So, O'Ray, will you be voting this time?
Oh yes, I sure will. It's an important thing to do.
Can you explain, kind of emphasize on that? Where does that importance lie?
Well, the importance lies in, like for me, with like the community aspect of it. I think that for change to happen, we must vote. Like voting on a local level, the city level, are like the important things. Like we must vote for change. So that's kind of like like where I'm at with it.
Absolutely. One last question, kind of differentiate the difference between the presidential election and our local elections, or as some would call it, down ballot elections.
I mean,
And the importance specifically.
well, the important piece, I feel like is more on the local level. Like the local level holds more weight because of things that we can change within our community. Like politicians are the politicians within our community. Like we hold them to a certain standard, hold them to a certain change, and we won't recognize the change unless we out, get out there and go vote.
Absolutely. So appreciate you, brother.
Okay.
See you at the vote.
How's it going? My name is Roshan. I'm here with my brother Josh here. Marvin Moore. But we just out here, we actually registering people to vote, and we are talking to Josh. So are you going to vote this upcoming November?
No, I'm not.
And why not?
Because voting, now voting for your president or something, that's different. Because they've picked who they want to pick regardless of how we feel. We've seen it. They've hoarded the mail, tried to stop mail. It's all a facade. Voting on a local level, yeah, your judge, you know what I'm saying, your councilman or something, yeah, we can really count for that. But on a mass level, you really don't have a say-so. I won't vote until it's on a blockchain, a computer, where there's no human interference, where there's no lying. Right now, they can just say you did something and they can push it off. They already know who they want in there. That's why I don't waste my time voting. So I've been here 9 years. I don't know any councilmen or anybody like that. People to pick mayors and stuff like that. Mayor, yeah. But on the presidential level, I don't waste my time voting.
So do you think voter suppression kind of controls how elections work?
On the local level, some of that major level does trickle down into the that next the governor and stuff like that. But when you start getting past that, it's a whole different ball game. They already got who they want in place, generational. The past few years, the way they've been doing Bush and they were stealing the election. They ain't been stealing it. They already, we think they're stealing it, but they already know who they're going to put in place beforehand. Obama was already spoken into existence until we started digging into his history, who we know, what elbows he rubbed, fraternities. You know what I'm saying? On a local level, I'm not saying don't vote. I'm not saying don't vote. What I'm saying is, on a local level, it's okay to vote. But for me personally, on a national level, I wouldn't waste my time.
So 2 more questions and then I'll go ahead and wrap up with you.
Sure. You got to speak a little louder. People ain't ready to hear you.
Alright, so do you not think every vote counts? Like, as far as like So you don't vote because you really don't think it matters when it comes to the presidential elections
I
because
think
they're
it's a waste.
already.
I think it's a waste of time. On that end.
What about the rest of the votes that come with that?
Well, that's a two-part caveat. It's all on the same paper. The same guy who made the computer for you to touch the button to vote, they're the same ones that hack it. They can easily push the button. Say, hey, he won. So why waste my time going down there to push the button when I know they're doing some manipulative things in the background? That's why I say, me personally, I won't vote unless it's on a Bitcoin or a public blockchain where everybody can see your vote.
Well, thank you,
Where there's
brother.
no lying. No more lying. That's the game. Until you can stop the lying and the manipulation of it, it's just a waste of time. It's a facade. It's a show.
Thank you.
Hey, it's good stuff.
How's it going? My name is Roshan. I am with the Pure Justice Organization, and I am talking to Chanel Henderson, and we are coming up on a very important November election, and I am here with Miss Chanel to see if you are voting this upcoming November.
I will be voting this coming November. Yes.
You voting, and why are you voting in this November election?
I think this election is very important. I mean, just as a culture, because we need to change. We need to change the vibe that's coming up in the White House right now. We need more inclusive vibe. Just less of the radical.
Let me ask you this. For every person that don't believe in voting, if you could get them one message, what would you tell them?
I mean, their voice counts.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
How's it going? My name is Roshan with the Pure Justice Organization. I am here with Reverend Caldwell with Coco, and we are registering people to vote. So right now we're talking to Reverend Caldwell about the importance of voting. So, Reverend Caldwell, are you voting this upcoming November election?
Yes, of course. And I think everyone is imperative.
Okay, and why are you voting this November?
Because it's time for things. We need to understand that the only way and the only country we have is without by voting. And we need to understand, first of all, that the folks that we feel about the election, we don't vote for them. They vote for us. And we need to determine who we want to vote for, who we want to represent our needs, our concerns.
Okay. Well, for every person that don't believe that their vote counts, tell them one thing. What would you think?
If your vote doesn't count, then what we're basically saying is that you're in support of it. And any and everything that occurs to you, your family, your community, your city, your state, is a result of that doesn't cost anything. Voting, I'm a different voter. I'm not going to tell you that you should vote. You know that. You understand that. But I am going to tell you what's going to happen if you don't vote. If I'm not exercising your right to vote, then you open the door for anyone who ever to do as they please. You, your family, your children, your community. No, the sky's the limit to that. Don't allow that person to do that.
Well, Reverend Caldwell, we'll see you at the polls in November. Thank you.
Okay.
How's it going? My name is Roshan. I'm with the Pure Justice Organization. I'm sitting here with my brother Simeon, and we are talking about voting for this upcoming November election. Simeon, are you voting this upcoming November?
Yes, I am.
And why are you voting this particular upcoming November?
Man, I just know how important it is to vote and to make my vote count. I've been voting ever since I was 18 with my grandfather. We always made it like a family thing to go down and vote. So I always make sure I exercise my right to vote. It's so important.
Okay. And on a scale 1 to 10, out of every other election that you've ever voted in, how important is this election?
This is a 20. It's very important that everybody come out and vote and make our vote count. Every person can make a difference. and vote.
And for everybody who don't believe that their vote counts, if you could tell them one thing, what would you tell them?
I believe my vote is counted, and I believe everybody else's vote does count. Since I've been voting.
Thank you, Brother Saint.
You're welcome, big brother. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.